Thank you.
Recording has
You're
been
the
started.
best. Okay. Anything anyone wants to say?
Justin, you're a bitch.
Truly, the only armor I can wear in any capacity is Elven Chain.
Cock and ball torture.
Thank you.
I have an idea
Yes.
for you, Till. I have an idea that I can
What?
for a thing I can get for Till.
Let's wait until after the session
yeah.
recap. So, speaking of which, last we left off, you all had entered the sanctuary at the bottom of the giant tree at the heart of the Beastlands. And down there you found Maleki, who was being who was put in a magically induced coma basically by Alona, the woodland goddess, and the goddess that Cricket follows, as you guys found out. You asked her some questions relating to Cricket, relating to trying to get Cricket back to Alona in some way. What will happen when Cricket finally leaves the Argosite Peninsula and goes back to their people? And Alona basically was just like, "Yeah, as soon as my child is returned to her homeland, I'm leaving." And Maleki's presence will flourish once more. The main problem that you guys had was that wondering if Maleki, when she woke up, would go on another inquisition, so to speak. Um, Not inquisition. What's the word? What were those things that
Crusade?
they did? Yes, another crusade. Thank you. Another crusade, and try killing a whole bunch of people again. And I don't recall um you guys what solution you guys came what conclusion y'all came to that. Um but eventually you had to leave Maleki's sanctuary. Alona gave you guys uh a gossamer veil shawl. I think it was a shawl. From her own person, to give to Cricket, to prove that you guys actually like met, Cricket's goddess. I believe that was given to Penny.
Mhm.
Leto was given Alona's blessing, and he was like, I don't want this. And after that, you guys kind of headed back up the tree through the cemeteries and things like that. Because Alona basically was like, "Yeah, the orb of dragonkind is here. It's up there. I don't really care about it. It's none of my business." She did also tell you guys a little bit about. You guys asked her about the encroaching darkness, and she knew vaguely of it, but this not her circus, not her monkeys. And she did mention a god of darkness and death that she knew of, but I don't know if you guys questioned her further, but she wasn't sure if that god in particular was responsible for the encroaching darkness, or that was just a coincidence on everyone's part. Um, so yeah, you guys went up through the tree, back through the cemeteries and the mausoleums of Maleki's greatest followers or whatever, and got to an area above where you encountered a sphinx, and your illustrious DM decided that he wanted to speak and rhyme like a fucking idiot. Anyway, till till you had a sphinx's tooth, a gold sphinx tooth that was one of your trinkets that were given that you got prior to the campaign starting, and it was the sphinx's tooth. And upon returning its tooth to her, the sphinx let you guys kind of, like, "Hey, you did this for me. I guess I can let you through and keep the orb of dragonkind." But if and you saw that the Sphinx had a whole bunch of crazy shit in their trophy room, basically. They asked, they were like, "Hey, you know, you kind of led these werewolves right here," and you guys were like, "You can handle it. It's not that many werewolves, and also this is a big ass tree. Everything's gonna be okay." So you guys did not fight the werefolk that were chasing you throughout the Beastlands. They weren't all that close either, and and you guys retrieved the Order of Dragonkind, and with everybody unhurt, unchanged into a wild beast, and not and having all of their curses removed, Penny, from being bitten by werewolves. You guys returned to the prime material plane via the Well of Many Worlds and returned back into Castle Dalen. Upon getting back, Leto immediately cursed and was like, I I didn't go to Greycrest. Damn it. And that's pretty much where we left off. And you guys leveled up. Yay! You're level
Yay!
12 now in the
Oh.
big boy leagues. And that's where we pretty much left off. You guys were in Castle Dalen in the room designated for your arrival, the little room that you guys kind of like just pop into whenever you use the Well of Many Worlds. And that's where we left off.
Well, I suppose we should give to the Archmage.
Yeah. Get this out of the way.
Finally out of that fucking forest. Big stretch.
And
Yeah,
not waiting for anyone. I think Addie goes in and leaves the room.
yeah, you can leave the room. Obviously, no one's keeping you there. There are guards posted outside, of course, and when they see you, they basically uh go, "Oh, champions, you're back." Oh, okay. As they see you just walk past and not even stop.
I think Addie like waves in like kind of an acknowledgement of their
Mm-hmm.
words, but isn't really here right now. Please leave a message after the tone.
Yeah, I totally forgot Addie's going through a crisis right now.
Eddie's going
Crisis
through
of
it. Crisis of
I will
crisis of faith right now.
I will jog after at a distance, but you know, we're trying to give the shit to Trailerine.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll
Yeah.
give Addie space.
And yeah, and as you
going
guys
through a lot right now.
Yeah.
and as you guys are following Addie at a from a couple of pieces behind, Leto, also with you guys, um, you hear uh the telltale sound of hooves on the flagstones of Castle Dalen before skidding around a corner is Cricket. And Addie, the first person that Cricket sees is you. And your eyes meet, and Cricket, like, um, folds their ears back, but looks around you to Leto. And when Cricket sees Leto, they say, "Leto, you're back!" And scooches around you, kind of giving you a wide berth, and full pelt just runs right into Leto. Leto catches them, obviously, and you can hear Cricket talking to Leto, and they're saying things like, "Leto, you're all right. Are you okay? Are you sure you're okay? That she did not put her claws in you, did she?" And Leto is saying, "Cricket, Cricket, I'm fine. Yes, everything's all right. Your charm protected me well. And no, there's no, I didn't even get attacked once. Um, the champions did a very good job of protecting me." And he pointedly looks at you, Addie, and says, "All of them." And Cricket kind of puffs, but kind of lets Leto have his space a little bit before just kind of taking his hand and going, "Are we going to go see the Archmage? I I left my post. I should not have left it, but I sensed you, Leto. I just had to see if you were all right." And Leto goes, You know you shouldn't have left, but yes, we're heading to the Archmage." And he looks at the rest of you and he says, "We are doing that, right? That's what you guys do. You don't
Yes.
keep these artifacts, do you?"
What?
Yes, thank you.
Weren't you there the first few times we did this?
He has short-term memory
Sure.
problem. He's Dory.
Ember, what's your passive insight?
Like 19? Yeah, it is 19.
Billy.
You see Leto, his face kind of shudder into a mask, but you happen to see the he's not being completely truthful when he says, "Yes, yes, I was actually. My mistake."
Okay, don't lie to me, Leto. I'm really
No,
not the
it's
person
not
to lie
exactly
to.
a lie. It's not. We can talk about it later. Is that there's
Considering the fact that we had a recent trouble with doppelgangers, no, we can't.
do you think I'm a doppelganger?
Without a proper explanation.
Oh, I wasn't aware that Castle Dalen had such a big doppelganger problem. Um,
More like the whole
if you
country
must
does.
know, sometimes I make magical copies of myself just for short periods of time.
Gotta insight that.
Yeah, is he being
Yeah,
truthful?
that's so sus.
What do you mean it's sus?
It's sus. I mean, my
Alright,
insight is
roll it. Yeah, roll an insight check.
All right, tell me
My
what he's thinking. I got a 2.
You don't
18.
fucking know shit. He's
What?
being truthful, Henri.
That's
You're
such a
like
high roll.
you said a
15.
2.
I got a 16 insight.
25.
Don't bother
Ooh.
rolling red. Don't bother rolling.
Also, partner food is here.
Okay, thank you.
Just you said you got a 2, didn't you? You said 2?
I technically got a nat 1, but with a +1, it's a 2.
Oh my
Shit.
god.
Shit.
Can high roll my ass.
I think I know what's going on.
Nat 1, but it's a 2, but
You ain't
technically it was a
seen
nat 1.
shit.
Shut the hell up. Everyone else, you guys know that for the most it seems to be for the most part Leto is telling the truth. Sometimes he makes magical copies of himself.
That's
Okay.
so strange. Okay.
You know, sometimes you just gotta. Sometimes a guy's gotta use the bathroom and doesn't want anyone to know that he's leaving his post, other than the Archmage.
Wait, does he? Are you saying out of characters? We want to make sure. Because I do want to know his reasoning here. Is he saying, I just gotta take a shit sometimes? You know how I be, bud.
No,
Like,
that was not in character.
okay,
That's not
all
in
right,
character.
okay.
That makes it a lot more believable, though. I will say.
Yeah, I would take that as a you know.
Sometimes
I
when
just
they serve
You
Mexican in the
can ask.
cafeteria, you gotta take a
You can.
shit, and you can't
You
take
can
I would make a
ask
code
him.
too if I
You
would
can
make a code
ask
too.
Leto.
Yeah, that's I wasn't sure if you answered my question already, but yes, Henry would ask basically like, hey, why are you making copies of yourself?
I mean, sometimes you have to go to like the latrine or the canteen, or the Archmage forgets that she left her special ink in like her other office with it's just an entire thing. Sometimes I make magical copies of myself. Sometimes Eridonis needs me to deliver papers or something like that. Things out of my pay grade.
Sorry, how are you making these copies?
I'm
Sounds
not
like
just
major image.
He's a
If I
there's
had
a
wizard.
spell. He has a spell for
If-
that.
Yeah, the
if I
spell
had
Uh,
simulacrum.
that'd be
I forget what
crazy.
the spell's fucking called. Fuck.
Simulacrum is
It's
not
Is
a
it
casual spell.
Yeah.
is it major
not
image?
mm, mm, uh it's a modified uh it's a modified major image. What do you say? No, Cricket also hold on. Hold on. Cricket doesn't also have the spell, but it's a spell that Cricket can use with their um Unicorn Fader Surge. I forget what it's fucking called. Hold on.
Minor illusion?
No, it's not
Major
minor
image.
illusion. Is it major image?
You create an image of an object, a creature, or some other visible phenomenon that is no larger than a 20-foot image appears at a spot you can see within range and lasts for the duration up to 10 minutes. It seems completely real, including sounds, smells, and temperature appropriate to the thing depicted. You can't create sufficient heat or cold to cause damage, a sound loud enough to deal thunder damage, or definite yada yada yada. As long as you
Okay.
are within range of the illusion, which is 120 feet, you can use your action to cause the image to move to another spot range. As the image changes locations, you can alter its appearance so that to move its appear natural from the image. For example, if you create an image of a creature and move it, you can alter it so it appears to be walking. Similarly, you can cause the image to make different sounds at different times, even making it carry on a conversation, for example.
I
Physical
mean that
interaction with the image
I don't
reveals
think
it to be an
this one,
illusion.
Bones.
yeah, it doesn't sound sophisticated enough. He's talking about using it to run errands, so you'd have to be in the same room to know how to respond as the illusion.
I think it's
Fuck.
just supposed
I
to
don't.
make
Are you
him
thinking of
seem like he's
simulacrum?
standing at the pose.
I'll
Because
find it later.
simulacrum makes like a whole other
That's the
person.
only thing that would make a Naruto fucking copy to go do chores.
Well, it's less. Yeah. It's less Leto's making a copy to go do things. It's more like he's leaving a copy so he can go do things. I'll I'll find out which one it is because I know what it's called. I just can't remember because Cricket has the
Um,
same one. But if it
I
is
would
mirror image, I'll let you guys know.
I would like to
But
do
yeah,
another
that's
inside check to just make sure what he's saying makes sense, but I just want to make sure it isn't a half truth, like there isn't another bigger thing that he's leaving out, I guess. Like, yeah, I used my copy to do these errands, but then I'm also using it to kill people. I don't know. I'm murdering someone on the side. Something big that he's leaving out.
You mean like something Henri would do?
Yeah, yes, but he sucks at lying, so he would have a hard time. He wouldn't even he would have to do an ember thing, and just not bring it up or hope that no one asked him.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So I just want to make sure he isn't doing a half truth. I obviously have the biggest insight in the whole group, so I got this, guys.
you can insight check him.
Okay.
Um,
All right,
he
that's an
kind
8.
of
Big spender.
yeah, he's telling the truth
Oh, okay.
as far as you can tell.
All right. Very truthful guy. I'll trust this man with my kids.
You wouldn't trust Penny with your kids.
Oh, hell no. Get the fuck out of here. What kind of question is that? What kind of statement is that, man? I want to and trust Penny and the zany fucking zip code. Like, get out of here.
Until uh, um you notice something, and you notice that um you look at Penny and you look at her eyes for a second,
What?
and you look. Your eyes are like black, right?
Yeah.
And like, yeah, okay, yeah. And you look at Cricket, and you look at Cricket's hair, and you notice for the first time that the same shade of that Penny's eyes and Cricket's hair are the exact same shade of like this inky black.
Well, I have no idea what those implications could mean.
That's okay. I'll really reveal in due time. Um, but yeah, you guys go to after Leto's explanation, you guys head to Trailerine's office, and you get stopped, not by any guard or anything like that, but by a guard, one you've never seen before, and
Not stopped by any
sorry,
guard or anything like that. You're stopped by a guard.
you're not stopped by
Sorry.
a guard coming into Trailerine's room, but her office.
Oh.
But there is a guard who is huffing and puffing, and she is out of breath and red in the face, and she looks at Cricket. It's like, where did you go? Oh my god. I've been looking everywhere for you. Um, and Cricket goes, "Oh, Leto came back." And the guard seems to notice Ollie for the first time. She goes, "Oh my god." Um, I mean, Sir Smithson, nice to see you're back. I wasn't aware that Cricket would know. The Archmage doesn't even know yet, I don't think. I mean, maybe she does. Um, Does this mean are you back on duty? Do I? And Leto goes, yes, you're still on duty. And word of the wise, Adelaide, don't just let Cricket run off. What were you thinking? Anything could happen to them. Anyway, I'm not on duty, so yes, you still have to watch after them. But we are heading into the Archmage's room, into her office. If that's okay with you. And Adelaide goes, "Oh, I mean, yeah, yes, yeah. Let me just go and yeah." Um, and Adelaide enters the Archmage's chamber after a few knocks, Trailerine's office, and announces all of you, and you guys walk into her office. Um, Looks as it always does. There's scrolls and books and whatnot everywhere, and she is actually at her desk, not writing for once. She's usually scribbling something down, but she is flipping through a book this time, and it looks incredibly old. Very old. It's a thick tome about the size of like Henri's biceps. Um, and when she looks up, and she looks up at you all and says, "Ah, yes, hello, champions. Um, Welcome back to the prime material plane. I trust that your advent into the Beastlands was successful."
Yeah, for the most part.
Addie will pull out the orb of dragonkind from the bag of holding.
And Trailerine, she gently closes her book and places it upon her desk, and goes, "Hold on, um uh where did I put it? Oh, there we go." And she gets her staff and uh and gets the orb of dragonkind from you and says, "Oh dear, this is so dangerous. Eridonis and I have been worried. You all came back much faster than we thought. Eridonis and I have been worried if someone was going to use this soul of a dragon inside of here, which is never any good.
It was in a
I'm
vault.
sure.
It was locked away in a vault. If anyone was going to use it, it would have been its guardian.
That is actually incredibly good to hear. At least some of these artifacts are not just being passed around through whomever's hands. Um, at least I hope they're not. Um, have any of you ever have you all had any trouble with anyone using the artifacts in the planes? I know there was the issue with the Drawcorn.
This is me not remembering. I don't.
Other than the plane of air horn getting blown, no one's used it since. And used them since.
I believe so. Yeah.
As far as we're aware, yeah.
That is incredibly good to hear. We have entrusted these items to, well, these items have been um, essentially guarded for millennia now. So it's good to hear that after 1,000 years, the gods, all these planar rifts and all this strife happening within the planes, that they have not been being used. And the Drakon was concerning, but nothing came of that. And also,
That we
it was in
know
the
of.
prime. Yes, that was in the plane of air. So unfortunately, that might have to be their issue if dragons start flocking there.
I mean, the dragon we met when trying to get the item from the plane of Earth did mention the horn.
I think it just summons chromatic, not metallic ones.
I know he did mention it though.
Oh, I thought you said didn't.
No, he did.
Yeah, Volamed, the whatever, um, did mention that while they were in the plane of Earth, they heard the Drawhorn, and they were like, "This is no place to raise hatchlings. Let me leave."
Hmm.
He
And
decided
Zolamed
he was
Just like
time
not
plane
to
of
get
air.
a
out.
careful plan.
Hope you're okay.
Sorry, can you repeat?
Oh, I was just saying that's not our problem. Good luck.
Yes. Hopefully, your forays into the planes, there are no. I mean, hopefully, you won't be going back to the plane of air for anything. So they will be going there first, and like you said, Till, unfortunately, here on the prime material plane, we have our hands full. We cannot be aiding other people at this moment when not only are we still at war with the Styx blinds, but these planar rifts are happening, and I am quite literally up to my eyeballs in just bureaucracy at the moment. But we will um release magic from this item. It's going to be um a much more careful process. We do not want to accidentally let out the dragon soul within this. So, once again, you all are more than welcome to watch the process. But before we do that, I believe payment is in order.
Wait, you guys get paid for this?
Also, this is the first one you've done, Penny.
I thought it was just we were just volunteering for a humanitarian effort.
No,
No.
we're getting paid.
Yeah.
Too late. Too late now. You signed the contract.
As the whole title business that goes with it.
Oh, that makes a lot more sense considering the danger we put ourselves in.
Yeah, we also get good paid leave and stuff during our times off.
Paid vacation too? Wait, what's
Yeah,
a vacation?
bartered for it. I
Never
bartered
had a
for it.
vacation.
Does the temple have health insurance?
I
What's
bartered for
that?
us to have health insurance.
Does it have life insurance? Is a better question.
I bartered for us to have
Definitely
life
not.
insurance too.
This is true, you did.
She doesn't even have dent.
Oh my goodness gracious!
Wait, hold on. Has dental been invented yet in Sihonavan? Ugh.
That's a question for you, my guy.
Maybe we're at the point in time where you can get your teeth checked out by your barber.
Yeah.
like getting them clean. Like maybe toothbrushes and toothpaste are semi-regularly available. I mean, there's a war going on, so there's going to be rationing. Are decently available, but like, you go to your barber to get a
like
root canal.
toothpaste stuff.
Yeah.
Like in ye old days, I would have
I
realized
imagine
like
there's tooth extractions. Why not? Probably not. Probably pretty painful if you can't afford something.
God damn.
If you can't afford a
Anyway.
bottle of rum. Yeah, anyway, you guys get paid.
Except Penny.
Penny gets paid too. I never fucking remember how much I gave you guys previously.
I'm curious. How confident is Penny with money?
Well, she
How
left
used
the
are
temple.
they?
Penny left the temple with 15 gold and has not spent anything because she's been mooching off of you all and been like, help me, please. I'm just a poor innocent girl while she was traveling.
Like, does she know the price of things?
Most
Probably
likely not. I don't think she's ever bought a thing a day in her life.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
I don't think she's bought anything ever.
God, that's so funny.
Girl.
How does
nice.
300 gold sound?
We got like at least 1k. We were getting like 1 to 2k per retrieval.
How does
300 sounds
sound?
great.
No.
1500 sounds great.
Because I currently have, and I know I've spent probably more money than most in the group. I have like 6k, just over 6k in
And I have
gold.
8k and I've spent like 0.
I have
Yeah,
like a,
so
I have
we've-
like a total of 9k with my platinum included, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, platinum.
Alright. I actually have to run to the bathroom, so I will be right back.
Yeah, 1500 sounds good.
Okay, perfect.
Let me see how much Mavis had when she left the party.
Funny you say that because I am looking at Mavis's right now to be like, how much did I? How much did I
God.
give you guys?
What a fucking
A
jump it is
lot.
from Penny, never earning a dime in her life, to getting a small fortune.
Whoa, I've never seen so much gold in one place.
And
They
again,
won't let me into the temple treasuries.
and again, since she doesn't know the value, she's probably gonna be. Someone's gonna be like, she's gonna be like, buying something to drink, and they're gonna be like 5 pieces, and 5 pieces
Give 'em-
usually like 5
good.
copper or something, 5 gold.
Yeah,
Thanks.
she would. Yeah, thanks. Have a good evening. What?
I'm adulting so good.
I bought my first thing.
God.
God.
Feel bad. I feel kind of bad for the castle's treasury.
They
I
got plenty of
don't.
money.
Gimme.
A man after midnight?
Someone's gonna
Alright,
have to teach Penny how to budget. Balance her checkbook.
So it's for sure 1500.
Yeah.
That's what we're bartering for. Okay. Add 1500 gold. That is 100 times. No. Yeah, that is 100 times what Penny currently had. Penny just centupled her current funds.
How much gold
Penny's
does
getting
everybody have
dollar
again?
signs in her eyes.
Yeah, Penny started the session with 15 gold. She now has 1515 gold.
How much gold does everybody else have
And
again? I just want to compare that
I
to
have
what I've been
8
putting in.
platinum, 9,717 gold, and 430 copper.
Okay.
I've spent nothing, basically.
Total in terms of gold, I have very close to 10k. I have very close to 10k.
Gotcha. Okay.
y'all need to spend your gold.
On what? You don't give us magic we can't buy magic items.
You can commission them.
From who?
Some student at the college or something.
Oh wait, yeah.
I don't think the option of commissioning magic items has ever been presented to us before.
It's never been presented to us, ever.
Really? Why am I an idiot?
Well, now it has, I
You did
guess.
expressly tell us that magic items were extremely rare in this situation, and many of them probably hadn't
They
even
are.
been invented yet.
They are. If you're going to make a magic item, you need to explicitly tell them what you want and be there every step of the way of the process.
Yeah, that option has never been presented to us. Also, we aren't here long enough to be there every step of the
Well,
process.
you're about to be here long enough. You'll have like a lot of downtime coming up.
Yeah,
I'm
for
gonna
the
fucking
first time.
get my chain of elven kind armor then.
Ike, is there any way we can change the ruling on that slightly where we don't have to be there the whole time if we're going to be gone for extended periods of time?
Yeah, that's fine.
We could just pay someone we can commission someone. All right, that'd be a good way for us to use our gold.
It's mostly just like in the process of making like a magic item, the magic has to be passed into it in a lot of the process. So you have to go to like the combination smithy magic user shop.
Okay.
You know how like there's the combination Pizza Hut and Taco Bell? Sihonavan has a lot of the combination smithy magic
I
castle
mean, I
shops.
imagine the castle has someone
Enchanters,
like that,
yes.
so.
The combination smithy enchanter shop.
Yeah, that's what Till's step one. Step one. Second, the things walked away. They're going to up to Trailerine and going, get me a magic armor I can wear that I can wear because I can't wear armor. Give me magic armor, please.
You're not gonna buy a house or nothing?
No,
Why
we're
Why not a
gone with
house?
that.
I can live
I
with
don't
Addie.
know. You don't want to live with Addie for the rest of your life. You can buy a house.
Ember has lived on the road for long enough that she doesn't give a shit.
I already have a house.
Penny?
But who knows? Maybe we can find a bachelor pad for Till. Why not?
I have an idea of what I would like to buy, but it's more of a thing that I would like to have made than buy.
What is
Glances
that?
at Till. It's not for you to worry yourself about, Henri.
Okay. Fine, waste all your money then.
It's
not a
magic
waste
item.
if it's
It
for
is.
someone you care about.
You sound just like your dad.
The fuck does that mean?
Ooh.
I'm back.
wasn't-
What did I
He
miss?
wasn't very good with his money either.
Turns out we can commission magic items.
Yeah, because I'm a dumbass and I don't know why I said that. I honestly don't know what's wrong with me, guys. It has not been a good year for your boy.
How much money did we get?
1,500 plus.
1,500.
1,500
Gold, I
plus this
assume?
month's health insurance. Yeah.
Cool. Okay,
Let's
cool.
see.
Commissioning magic items. That does definitely make things easier for me.
I'm trying to look up the elven chain. Hold on.
But we saw the orb get
Not yet.
Thanos snapped or whatever the fuck. Not yet.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, and Trailerine goes, Smithson, were you with the champions this entire time? And Leto says, yes, Archmage Somniferum. I wasn't able to do my business in Greycrest, so unfortunately I will still have to be doing that. I know this extends my leave a bit, but it's a little important for me, as I'm sure you're aware from our previous conversation on the matter. And Trailerine says, yes, yes, I suppose Adelaide will have to keep guarding Cricket, which is no problem, of course. But when you get back, please remind us to go into the coffers and pay you as well for your work in retrieving the orb. Um, you are not a champion. However, you did assist them, and you have to be fairly compensated as well. And Leto says, thank you, Archmage Somniferum. Now, if you'll excuse me, I do have to go about my business. And then he turns to Cricket and kneels down a bit, so they're at eye level. And Leto says, Cricket, please be good for Adelaide and the Archmage. I'm not going to be gone all that long this time, and I'm not going into the Eastlands, so you have to behave. Do you understand? And Cricket nods and says, I don't want you to go, Leto. You just got back. And Leto says, I didn't just get back. I was kind of in a tight spot. So I do need to go back to Greycrest. But I'll be back before you know it. Just be good, okay? And Cricket says, okay, Leto. But I will be expecting you back. Okay? And Leto smiles and says, okay. And he turns to all of you and nods and says, thank you for all of your help while we were traveling, but I really, really must be on my way. Have a good day, champions. And Leto leaves the room.
Leto
That
wants
guy has
fucking
things to
clones.
do.
Okay.
Putting my money away. Goodbye, Mr. Leto.
Yeah. Leto. He needs to get out of here.
Get out!
Get out!
Onwards.
Hey. Yeah, sorry, really quick out of character question.
I also have an out of character question after you're done, of course.
What's up? Let's hear it.
I appreciate that. Those who are followers of Maleki, are the tattoos applied the traditional way or magically?
The traditional way.
Fuck. Okay. Has tattoo removal been invented yet? Perchance?
What?
Um,
I wonder if the regeneration spell might
Yeah.
actually
I was just thinking that too. That would make sense.
Generation. Let me look at that's something Addie learns.
probably not regenerate is what it's called. But you touch a creature and stimulate its natural healing ability. This allows
No, I have to.
This allows, for instance, target severed body members, fingers, legs, tails, and so on, to be restored. And because tattoos are like ink suspended under the skin.
Yeah. I could always find a cleric. Okay, interesting. That's 7th level.
It is.
Yeah, that's pretty expensive.
I wonder if there are lower level spells that might do the same thing. That's
I mean, you guys know a cleric.
That would require me to
Is
go
Cricket
to...
a 15th level cleric, though?
Yeah, it's pretty high spell, like.
It's 7th level transmutation.
You guys want to know, like, the truth on that?
yeah, sure.
Yeah.
What? Holy shit, Cricket.
Yeah.
Well, it's not like Addie can go to Cricket for many favors.
Yeah, no, that's completely out of the question. I'll just bend Trailerine's ear when Cricket isn't around, if Cricket is ever around Trailerine.
Cricket's not in the habit of sticking around Trailerine if they're not needed.
That was going to be my out of character question. Did we discuss at all if we were going to tell Trailerine about the whole cricket thing?
No.
No.
But I don't think we should.
No, we should. I don't think we
No.
should either.
I don't either. I just wanted to. I wanted because I don't know if it came up before, but I wanted to ask if while we're here, I guess.
Fair enough. No,
Visceral, vehement answer.
Cricket literally has a brand on their hand that stinks of Trailerine's magic. I have context for the brand. Like that. Like, I out of character until in character, and Addy in character, I suppose, have more context for this type of magic than most people. So no, we are not telling Trailerine.
All right, good to know.
Interesting.
I agree. I wouldn't want to tell her either.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, if that's everything, I guess let's lock away destroy this relic thing.
Yep.
Yeah. So. Sorry. Hold on. Let me post something in the voice chat. It made me laugh. Yeah, so you guys go with Trailerine to the chamber. Well, you guys go to the viewing room, but Trailerine goes down to the chamber. She calls for all of the other mages and wizards in the castle who normally do this sealing away. And you guys watch again as the High Archmage of the country orchestrates the careful extracting of the magic within the orb of dragonkind and um, extracts the magic to then be placed into a crystal ball where I believe she's been putting all of the magic for these artifacts, right? She's been putting them in like crystal balls or something.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And at the end is just a kind of pale green orb that is completely devoid of all of its magic. And after that, she then has to carefully extract the dragon soul, which is a little bit more of a complex thing. But you see Trailerine, she is not the High Archmage for nothing. And she is able to extract the dragon soul properly with her other mages, of course, and toss the soul into the astral plane. Or she could do. Wait, can she do that? No, I'm thinking of the ethereal plane. No, she cannot do that. I got my planes mixed up because she can't just willy nilly open the astral plane. But she can cast blink and go to the ethereal plane for a moment. But I don't think that's where she wants to put a dragon soul. I think it's just going to stay into the orb of dragonkind. It's just going to be chilling there. It can't be used.
Homeboy almost got evicted but like sheer luck managed to.
Are they using Pegasus blood again for this ritual?
This time they are using. Give me a second. This time they're using dragon blood.
Ooh. If there's anything
Silver
left
dragon
over,
blood.
if there's anything left over, I would ask for some of that blood as like a weirdo.
Yeah,
Little to-go box.
Praelarine looks at you strangely, but she knows who you are and hands it over.
Thank you.
Fucking weirdo. Getting silver dragon's blood.
What a little freak.
What did the what look like?
I said,
Huh?
ooh, silver dragon blood.
Mm-hmm.
What a steal.
Yeah. Henri, you look at the silver dragon blood. I don't think you've ever seen this before, and it has somewhat of a shimmery sheen to it.
Ooh, nice.
Got that rare pack.
Nice. Do not tempt me to drink this. I'll put it away.
Huh?
Henry, you should drink it.
Don't drink the dragon's blood.
No, you should drink it. I bet it tastes really good.
Oh my god.
God. I have the two little things on my shoulders right now.
The
Two
devil
little-
and the angel.
Two little Henrys. God, that's so
They're
hard.
both devils.
God, because he would say, no, I'm not going to do that. But then there's that other side of me where he's like, all right, Henry's only weird about blood sometimes. So maybe he'll get a little.
Only weird
Yeah.
about blood sometimes.
I'm going to say no because Penny's telling me to do it. So I put it away. If Penny wasn't around, I'd probably be like, all right, let me dip my little fingy in there for scientific purposes. And I put it away.
Okay. So, Trailerine, he she and the rest of the mages are kind of like catching their breaths. How do you know that spells of that caliber, needing that many people, are no easy thing to Addie, Till, and Penny. Actually, all of you know by now, like spells of that caliber, not very easy to do, no matter how many people are doing it. And they're all kind of catching their breaths, and Praelarine says, whew, if anyone, if any of you need any other assistance, I will have to say, come back tomorrow, please. That's
Can I
a
put
lot
in the
about-
order for Arbor now, since we're technically still here?
Yeah, sure. I mean, you can go to somebody in town. Nova Ether's pretty big.
Okay.
Maybe
you don't have to
Trailerine gives
communicate
you
with
like a
Trailerine.
list.
I only say
Yeah,
that because I
I'll
don't
ask
think
Trailerine
Trailerine.
for a reputable source to
Yeah.
go for.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, I
Trailerine's
don't think
probably like,
Trailerine-
here's a list that is 5 miles long of reputable places that you can purchase magical equipment.
Henry would take
Or
you something
purchase for
shady.
commission.
Yeah, and Trailerine does give you a list. There are a few in Nova Ether that she recommends, but there's also a place in Eclipse, and there is also a place in Morgana that does well with enchanting magical weapons and items and armor.
I did have a question. In terms of the people who are overseeing this ritual, do they look like the same group of people as last time and the time before that?
Yeah,
or-
they're always the same people. It's always
Good
the
to
same
know.
people who do
I'm
this.
going. I want to say now. I'm taking a note, or Henry is going to be taking a mental note of who these people are for when Addie is able to construct something that lets us see if someone's a doppelganger. Because this seems like a very important room to be in.
Mm-hmm. It's on the to-do list.
Definitely.
My to-do list that's also 5 miles long.
But yeah, in terms of the list of people we should look into, should definitely be the people in this room right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you guys are able to get your money, do your business within the castle, like finding out about the Elven chain, Does anyone have anything else they need to do in the castle before we leave off?
Nope.
No.
I eventually want to also start getting magic items, but that can wait.
Yeah. So,
We can all work off the
you
same one.
guys, yeah. So, what do you guys do now that you're leaving Castle Dalen? Is everyone leaving Castle Dalen? Is anyone staying behind? Till, I do know you want to do that elven chain, but does anyone
Yeah.
else have
I can just do
anything?
that off camera and just order that through someone.
Yeah, yeah.
I would like to try to find, like, reference one of the enchanters on Trailerine's list, and then also find a jeweler to commission a piece.
Okay. So we got the elven chain, the jeweler, or the thing that you sent me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Um,
Yes, Patty?
I kind of two small things. After like I assume Cricket is not here anymore.
No. Cricket usually stays behind in Trailerine's office while she's doing the whole extracting business. But now that Trailerine's kind of retired for the day, um she's still in her office, but Cricket is not there.
Okay. Maybe this will be Addie will stop by tomorrow to ask me questions. Ask
Okay.
her questions.
Henri, Ember?
I don't think I have anything in particular, any particular reason to stay at the castle. I think with the time coming up, yeah, I think Ember's also still figuring out what she wants to do for the pause.
Yeah, that's no problem. I definitely thought you guys were gonna spend a lot more time in the Beastlands. That is my bad. But if everyone's good, we could just skip to the next day. Henri, did you want to do anything today?
Not really. I mean, at some point, I want to try to commission a magic item, but I'm fine doing that off camera, and I send you a message down the road because I'm not quite sure what I want yet, and I don't want to slow things down by scrolling and looking through things. So I want to say now that Henry at some point buys a magic item, and then we can figure out what that might be and how much it costs or whatever.
Yeah. So let's see. I'm just going to consult the calendar for a moment. Where's it? Go. Oh, day by day. Sorry, wrong one.
He probably
So
at most probably helps Till pick out his little outfit or something.
Yeah. So, today is Friday, day 227 of Grihon. And you guys have pretty much a little more than a month before the winter solstice. Temporary Island continues west, and you all have left the Beastlands.
Ooh.
Yippee!
Yeah, learn some things about Cricket. Learn some things about yourselves, maybe. Addie, maybe a lot. But we're gonna skip to the
Unfortunately.
next. Yeah, we're gonna skip to the next day. Um, I don't know who stays in Castle Dalen versus who doesn't. Um, Addie, I know you have a house. Did Ember, Penny, and Till crash at your house with you?
Only if Addie's okay with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she would definitely be okay with it, but it's definitely she's not gonna be here for a while. I think she's heavily ruminating
Yeah, that's fair.
on things.
Nothing like some good old light brooding.
Yeah, Henri would know.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, but the
especially when
Henri's
it relates to the
familiar.
gods. Definitely.
Yeah.
Just imagining Addie seeking out Henri for advice on brooding with the gods.
God, no.
She seeks him out.
Ugh.
He's mid brooding.
He's brooding himself.
He's like, he has like a
he's
foot on next
thinking-
to a golem. You know what I mean? Looking down at the city. What do you want?
I am the red man.
We are Red Man.
Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
That's good.
Yeah, I think a lot of the night. I don't even know if Addie trances actually. I think she's going through the books in her library to see if she can't find anything on like tattoo removal, but it's that one of those things of like she starts looking and then stops and it's like, do I really want to do this? No, I do. I want to. I have to. I can't be associated with her anymore. But I would lose that last connection I have to my father. And it's just, I think all night of that, she searches for like 45 minutes to an hour, and then it just keeps spiraling. She just spirals for the whole fucking night. And I'm for sure willing to take that point of exhaustion.
Woof.
Yes, I was about to say, if you do that, you will take a point of exhaustion, but you can.
Fine by me.
You can absolutely spiral and have a crisis of faith. It's always a little spicy thing to, you know, zest up the campaign character.
Addie, you look like you were up all night. Were you reading my pamphlet?
No. She's like probably like sitting in her kitchen the next morning. It's like arcane sort of like the beginnings of like an arcane spell being basically created.
Mm-hmm.
There's like 3 different mugs of tea. None of them are empty. All of them are cold. No, I was not reading pamphlet.
Penny,
Oh.
this isn't the time for the pamphlet.
But I thought you said yesterday wasn't the time, so I thought after we had all rested, now would be a good time.
I can see why you would think that, but Addie has a lot going on right now that is a multi-day thing.
It's a multi-week thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she may not be
Gotcha.
ready for the pamphlet for a while.
Okay, I'll just put one in one of your kitchen drawers for you to find at a very thematic moment.
Please do not.
Okay.
The sun is hitting it
Well,
just right.
Goes for a
Well,
whisk,
I-
finds the pamphlet. Sun shines on it.
Perfect.
Angelic
I-
music starts playing.
Oh
Sorry.
my god. No, you're fine. While I appreciate your what's the word I'm looking for? Attempts at comfort, Penny, through your unique lens. To be perfectly honest, I hate the fact that I'm saying this. I might pull a Henry and disavow the gods.
What?
Yes.
Okay. I mean,
Maybe I don't know. I've been up quite literally all night. So this might just be the rage-induced delirium talking. So something grain of salt.
Yeah, you should probably sleep on such a big decision.
Yes, I know. I know I should, but I cannot. Every time I close my eyes, all I can see is the triptych and her face. And I know I made the right decision. I just feel like giving up a part of myself in the process. Part of myself I know I have to give up.
Is it tied that closely to your connection to Maleki? That part of yourself?
It's um it's the only thing connecting me to my father. The faith aspect, not the triptych itself. I made the triptych myself when I was younger. No, it was the act of worship.
Right, yeah. I mean, and this might sound insensitive to say, and if it is, I'm sorry, but it seems as if it isn't your only connection. I mean, the fact that he's your father can't really be tossed aside.
I suppose not. Just I never got the chance to know him.
Right.
I suppose I've conflated my faith with this idea of him in my head. Someone who was fair and not cruel. A balance. I don't really know how to explain it, but the revelation that Maleki is a murder hobo-esque sociopath is unfortunately tainting the image of who I think my father is, and it is rather distressing.
I mean, you didn't know. There's every chance that he didn't know either.
Perhaps. Maybe he did. Maybe he didn't. I don't know what would be worse. The thought that he also had this faith and it was a lie. The very foundations of it were a lie, or he knew and he was okay with it, and that's just a whole other level of fucked. The problem is, though, the older graves came across. I recognized many of the names there. Those names were recorded in the temples to Maleki. Their names are known. I truly cannot recall the deeds associated with them at the moment, but there's a possibility that for one of the individuals whose epitaphs were scratched out, some scrap of truth of their crimes remains, and that is a poison in the well that I cannot ignore. I'm sorry, this is... fuck, what time is it? Oh god, it's like 7 a.m. This is very, heavy conversation for 7 a.m. Are you all hungry? I've been a rather terrible host. I apologize.
Those things considered,
going...
we haven't been the best of friends if we've just been mooching off of you while in your state.
Whatever you do, don't look in the cupboard up above the sink.
What?
I'm
Thank you.
gonna lean over to Ember. I might have put a couple pamphlets up there already.
Oh my god, Penny.
As long as whatever is there, I have no idea what it could be. It disappears before I open it above my sink. I don't care.
Penny
It's
quickly
fine.
rushes to the kitchen.
Addie is like very pointedly keeping her back turned.
If Till and Ember are watching, Penny pulls out like 5 different pamphlets that she had drawn before going to bed.
Oh my god.
I think Ember just has the most deadpan expression watching this.
I think Addie is like kind of amused. I think her at least picked up a little bit, since this does seem to be turning into a running joke. Yeah. after they've disappeared, I think Addie will sort of step away from the kitchen table that has just a sea of loose leaf paper with scrawled notes on them, and will attempt to fix the 4 of them some breakfast.
No. I can do the breakfast part.
I need the distraction.
Do you want... What if I help?
I'm in agreement to that.
Okay.
And with Ember's help, we'll make a very nice breakfast.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
And Will, during this point, will quietly turn to Addie and be like, if you want us to not be here, if you want the time alone, please just say the word.
I think if I were alone, I would spiral further.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
I'm glad you're here, Ember.
Yeah, and
I'm glad everyone's here. Of course.
right. I'm glad I could be here for you. And I'm sure Till and Penny are as well, despite Penny's best efforts.
It is appreciated to know that she cares even a little bit. I know it comes from a good place, even if it's a little bit of foot and mouth syndrome. She'll get there eventually. She'll be fine.
We're all guilty of it at some point.
Exactly. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Truly.
I know you would do the same.
And I imagine you guys start on breakfast. With the two of you doing it and working around each other. You guys know your way around a kitchen, both of you. And breakfast is served uh in no time, and the four of you sit down to eat.
Ooh.
Woo.
Yay!
Brekkie.
Henri, what are you doing this fine morning?
Probably same thing. Grabbing some breakfast, and I mean, I sleep at the castle, so if they serve breakfast, I'm probably down there eating breakfast and judging every bite I'm eating.
Yeah, that tracks.
I don't imagine the general castle breakfast is all that terrific, at least not by Henry standards. So
Oh, it isn't. It's
figured as much.
it is made fast and cheap because it is feeding everyone in Castle Dalen, from the scullery to the guards to the well, not everybody, because
Mhm.
obviously the people who are higher up get like their own private breakfast or whatever. But
Mhm.
Mhm.
for everybody else, it's not nothing to sneeze at.
And
It's filling.
it probably doesn't
Yeah.
bother Henry as much as it used to. As sad as it sounds, it's like I feel like the longer he's away from his kids, the more he shifts back to the way he used to be with food, with it being
Oh
just fuel for
no.
his body. You know what I mean?
That's so sad.
Yeah,
Senji Dungeon Meshi would cry.
like this is good enough to fuel me. It's not fueling my heart because the way I fuel my
it
heart is making food for my kids.
it's slightly under seasoned porridge.
Mhm.
So, like, they could have put more in there, a little bit of extra cinnamon, a little bit of extra nutmeg, maybe some honey, but it gets diluted in such
Yeah.
in how big of a batch it is.
Henry 7 years ago would have been like, "All right, this works. Time to go kill something." And now he's shifting back to that slightly. Especially because he's not really eating breakfast for people or making breakfast himself, so he's just
Shit, we gotta get him over to Addie's house, Stan.
That's so sad.
More like this is gonna be someone goes to Henri and is like, "Hey, Addie's doing shit. Come make breakfast."
you guys already I think it's fine he's having breakfast by himself,
Yeah,
it makes sense.
I'm saying for like
Maybe
days.
it's dinner.
Yeah. It's he's not gonna like put himself in the situation he would need to get invited, especially with Penny there. He doesn't want to show up and be like, "Here, eat this breakfast I made," even though just to get
Yeah.
daggers for eyes.
And this is one of the few mornings that you sit in the castle where you have breakfast, and Leto is not there.
Okay.
Either you find Leto or Leto finds you, and you guys exchange some words um before the both of you go about your days. But this is one of the first times that Leto's not there. Um
Makes
and
sense. He's been back in
at
the camp for a day. I'm sure he has a lot to catch up on.
no, he left.
Oh, he left. Okay, that's right. Yeah, I forgot.
He left again. That man is not in Castle Dalen. And speaking of Leto, as you leave the mess hall, and start preparing to leave out of Castle Dalen, because you probably got errands or something to do, on the ground. And you turn a corner and run into somebody. And
Okay.
it's Cricket.
All right. Cricket's
And
pretty small, right? Me
um
running into him, probably like pushed him halfway across the room.
yeah, you run into Cricket quite literally, and Cricket falls on their uh on their butt, and looks up at you, and you've seen this expression before. It is one of guilt, like your kid got caught sticking their hand in the in the cookie jar.
Stop
And
making
Cricket
that face.
says,
You're making me feel embarrassed.
"Hello, champion Henri. Um, what are you doing today?"
Not sure yet. I was thinking about going to feed some birds.
"Can I come with you?"
Henry's got to really think this. Just the idea of Henry and fucking Cricket feeding birds. Won't the Archmage be expecting you?
Oh, and that guilty expression comes back. It's like, no, Archmage Somniferum did not ask for my help today. She is pretty drained from the magic business from yesterday.
Okay. Vibe I'm getting is Cricket is probably somewhat lonely with the Archmage tied up and Leto nowhere in sight. Is that? Am I
Roll an
getting that vibe?
insight check.
Oh god, I'm terrible. Fucking insight. Jesus.
Do better.
Oh my god, motherfucker! I got a 3.
Get good.
Ugh.
Skill issue.
What you can gather, not a lot. You come to that conclusion. Um, man, roll me a perception check.
Okay. I'm better at that. Perception. I am better at that. Okay. So tonight I've been using some new dice that I bought at the Run Fair, and I'm quickly coming to realize they're somewhat shit.
You need to smudge them.
They were cursed.
They were cursed, yeah.
Gotta
So
cleanse.
I got an 8 for that perception with my additions.
Ooh. Dice jail.
Okay.
Dice jail.
The check wasn't that high, but you still kind of failed it.
Yeah, fucking 8. I imagine.
What can I say here? Yeah, you're just like you don't see anything out of the ordinary, and you come to the conclusion that Cricket's lonely. So
Mhm.
yeah.
You know what? Normally I feel like Henry would say no, but I feel like God, there's that residual sadness from seeing Cricket's mom dealing with all that stuff. So, that he saw through his visions back in the Beastlands. So I feel like he starts getting ready to say no because Henry is pretty good at saying no. But he thinks about that. And he just, yeah, fuck it, why not? He's like, yeah, I guess you can come along as long as it's not
And
getting in the way of your duties.
and Cricket uh pops up and takes one of your hands and both of theirs. It's like, really? Can we go now? Can we?
Oh yeah, I don't got all fucking day, so yeah, let's go.
And Cricket followed after you. Out of Castle Dalen.
It's getting out of work, so you're
Taking,
effectively
like-
kidnapping them.
No, that's right. Was the kid's guard with him at all? I was Cricket's guard with him. That's supposed to be watching him.
So you remember when you
Yeah,
failed that perception check?
Oh no.
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, there. You know, he knows Leto's God, and we saw the lady guard the other day being like, "Ah, stop it!" I don't know.
Stop running away!
Yeah, so you failed that perception check. So, um, out of character, no, Cricket's guard isn't anywhere. In character, you don't think anything of it. Like,
Okay.
Cricket's a grown-ish ass unicorn satyr. You don't actually know. They can make their own decisions. Fuck it, right?
Hmm. Now, guys, do I make this more hectic by going somewhere outside of the castle rather than rather than
Absolutely.
Oh my god, the doppelgangers are gonna be like, "Bleh, thanks for doing our job, Henry the Red."
but yeah, I'd probably go to a nice park outside of the castle. I feel I feel like Henry does this thing where he has a loaf of bread. He tries to feed the birds, but the birds are a little too scared to get near him. So he keeps he keeps on trying to feed. Like he sits on a little bench and
Come on.
tries to feed
Come
the
on, you
birds.
little
Oh.
shit. Come
Yeah,
on.
come over here. There's some good fucking
Oh,
bread. Maybe I'll have some more luck today with Cricket there. Who knows?
you have absolutely baller luck because it's not even more than 5 minutes in Nova Ether topside before animals are literally flocking to Cricket. There are birds, fighting to sit on their shoulders and their head, and there's tressums. Yes, exactly. And there's tressums, like flying around overhead, and there's a few dogs that follow behind you guys. Immediately when you guys sit down in the park, all these animals just start flocking to Cricket, and Cricket looks at you and goes, "Champion Henri, look!" And Cricket holds out their arms, and animals just flock and just alight on their arms. And
Oh, I guess I got some good
Cricket's
bread
just like,
today.
"Isn't this nice?"
Yeah, I mean, I was kind of here more to just feed the birds, but now we got raccoons and shit around. But yeah, I guess it's fine.
Do you not like raccoons? What's wrong with them?
I mean, they're fine. I guess they dig in trash and stuff. It just I wasn't expecting this kind of gathering. I guess.
I have that effect on animals. Leto says it's because of my calming aura.
It's interesting. I'm very surprised. I tend to have the opposite effect. So I was figured
Yeah,
we might repel.
actually, like you and Cricket are sitting side by side. All the animals are on Cricket's like right side, and there's absolutely nothing on the left side where they're sitting next to you.
Wow. Imagine how funny that must look.
A few like an old grizzled looking dog like goes up to you, sniffs you, and then like does a little huff, and just like goes to sit
Wow.
next to Cricket
I,
instead.
I imagine when Cricket asked me that question about the raccoons, Hunter was like midway trying to give the raccoon a piece of bread and it like fucking hisses at him or something. Whatever the fuck
Yeah,
raccoons do.
I think raccoons can hiss. They can do something. I don't fucking know. Those things are crazy. Um, but yeah.
What?
Um,
Hunter has to know some kid talk. What's your favorite animal?
all of them. Um,
That's
but
not
I
fair.
like
You got to pick
deer.
one. Deer. Huh?
I like deer. Um, there where I was born, there are a lot of deer. A lot of them. It's a little bit of a problem. But um as per the cycle of life, um a lot of wolves eat them.
Can you tell me more about your home?
Yes. It is um It is very, very far from here. Further than I thought could be possible for one to travel, but you guys, you and the champions have been everywhere almost. Um, I even heard from Penny that she used to live in Emermont City. That's so far away. Um, it is my home is a nice little glade. It's deep within the forest. And there are hills and dales and rabbits and deer and rivers and all the flowers that you can pick.
Wow. Sounds like paradise.
Um, I mean, it still snows. I do not like the cold. I
Uh,
didn't know that there were places that didn't snow here. I did
yeah,
not know Sihonavan did not get cold.
I don't mind the snow. I think you
You've seen
appreciate
snow?
the. Yeah, I've seen all kinds of weather. I think it's important to see the snow sometimes. It lets you appreciate all the little flowers you can pick even more, you know?
Yes, my favorite flowers are the crocuses that come just before the snow fully melts. They are very delicate.
What is it that you think you miss the most about your home?
Um, my sister.
Oh, shit, he's got a sister?
Um, my sister, I'm sure she misses me. I did not get a chance to say goodbye before I left. It was all very fast. But I suppose I miss my sister the most. After our parents died when I was born, um, she was very protective of me, and we always had each other, but I wish she was here now.
She your older or younger sister?
Oh, she's older than me.
Hmm. Yeah, I feel for your kid. Ain't nothing like a bond between siblings.
Do you have siblings already? Oh, there's my red
I
alarm. Oopsie-daisies.
I guess you could say I had a brother once.
Oh yes, the death of a family member is never easy.
No, never is. Everybody has their time in this world, though.
Did you know that Lito told me that he has a brother?
No, I didn't know that.
Yes. Um, I think he said he lives in Greycrest. I am not sure.
I'll
And
have to
Cricket
ask about it.
puts both of their hands over their mouth. Says that was a secret. Don't tell him. I wasn't supposed to say that.
I don't know if you noticed, but I don't really talk all that much, so I'm pretty good at keeping secrets.
Thank you. I think Lito would be upset at me if I told him that I told you he has a brother.
Is his brother older or younger?
Um, older, I think. He does not like talking about him much.
Hmm. Maybe he didn't have as nice as a relationship as you did with your sister.
I think that is the case.
Is there anything else you can tell me about your sister? I didn't know
Um,
you had one until now, so I'm kind of curious.
yes, my sister. She um she is very wise. But she tells me I am supposed to be wiser. But I that
That's a
is
lot of
fine.
pressure.
That I understand where she is coming from. Um, Before I left my home, I was supposed to lead my people.
Hmm.
Um, I am supposed to be doing my. I was supposed to have my. I was supposed to be introduced to them when I came of age. Um, but I'm sure they'll receive me well when I get back. Um, it was not a lot of pressure. She was mostly just looking out for me. But I think she is much wiser, and she's nice, and she's pretty. Her hair is shorter than mine, though. Um,
Mm.
and I do not know if you noticed this, but my horn is rather my horn is her horn is much shorter than mine. Most of the unicorn satyrs are.
Really?
Yeah, it's part of being um chosen is that I have to be I have to be as strong as I can and as magic as I can be. Since I'm supposed to lead my people and protect them one day, um that means I was raised from a very young age to practice my magic.
How do you feel about that all? That sounds like a big responsibility. Doesn't
Oh,
sound
it
like one you
is.
chose for yourself.
No, it is not one I chose, but I do not mind. My goddess, she just wants the best for all of her children, and I am one of them, so I do not mind in the slightest.
Well,
And it's around this point that you guys are talking when the same female guard from yesterday comes around and she points and it's like, "You! Where have you been?" And
pipe down.
Cricket
You're gonna scare away the fucking birds.
and the birds fly away.
Ah, fuck. Damn it.
Crick,
Quick, Cricket.
cricket,
I pick up
Cricket.
Cricket and wave him around in the air. Quick, Cricket, call him back.
And the female guard Adelaide, she runs over and like slaps you on the arm. It's like, "Calm down. What are you doing to the Archmage's apprentice? Do you want to get like court-martialed?"
He's a little bird lure. I'm trying to get the fucking birds back after you scared them away. What do you want,
Me
lady?
scared them away. You scared them away. Look at you. Who even are you?
Who are you? What makes you think you could just come rolling over here and ruining my fucking bird time?
I'm one of the best guards in Castle Dalen, and I can ruin anybody's bird time if they kidnap the Archmage's apprentice.
Obviously, someone's telling you a lie. You can't keep your fucking eye on this kid.
Me? What? You know what? I don't have to take this. Cricket, let's go before I get fired, please.
Cricket, what? Can you please let this lady know that we're just having a nice time feeding the birds?
Um, that is my guard, Champion Henri.
Yeah, so?
Um, I was not exactly supposed to leave the castle.
Says who?
Um, the captain of the guard, Captain Moru, I think. He says it's dangerous for me.
Dangerous? I think we're perfectly fine. We're just hanging out in the park.
That's what I try to tell him. Leto can barely convince him to let me go topside.
Well, what a drag. Alright, fine. I guess you better start heading back then.
Yeah, and Cricket reluctantly gets to their feet, hugs, hugs, and follows guard Adelaide back, presumably to Castle Dalen. But they before they go, they take your hand and you can feel, and they press their thumb into your palm, and you can feel the magic. And as Cricket leaves, birds start flocking towards you.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
I will use this to my advantage to feed the birds.
What's that to say? It's not gonna last for more than like an hour, I don't think. But
Ah,
for that hour, you can feed the birds.
that's a perfect bird feeding time. You kidding? I'll be through a loaf by then. Why not? Okay. Feed the little birds. Huh.
Yeah, but that's what Honorary does. What's it is day 2. You guys have had breakfast. Um, do you guys wanted to do the ordering of the um accessories off
Yes.
camera,
Mm,
or
Yeah, I think that's just I don't feel like
Yeah.
yeah, RP in that. Yeah, that's fair.
I do want to
Um,
make a point of saying that after that interaction, so I don't forget to do this. I will seek people out at Addie's house to let them know the information that I've stumbled into.
Good to know.
That
yeah,
being
so
Leto having, maybe I missed it that he brought it up or someone else figured it out, him having an older brother. And also Cricket having an older sister, and just whatever he said about his home.
Mhm.
yeah, so you can definitely go to Addie's house if they're not all left, or you all meet up at some point, um, and share that information. Um, I'm just looking at the uh, hold on, 5e Magic Shop. There we go. I'm trying to figure out prices for the items that you guys want.
Yeah.
Um, ooh, unlock more features. I'm not a Patreon, sorry. Mercenary cost calculator. Interesting. Might put a pin in that for later.
Don't
But
make me
so
want
Till
to.
is getting Elven Chain.
yeah.
Penny, what are you getting?
I am looking for at the jeweler. I'm looking for a basic silver ring with a blue oval sapphire at the center.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And Ember, you said you wanted something
Yeah,
too, right?
I did. There's a couple of items that I have thought about. Let's see here.
Mm-hmm.
There is something known as the dragon hide belt, which is very specifically for monks. There's also like the ring of free action or a barrier tattoo.
Mm-hmm.
Or like
Okay.
bracers of
So
defense,
yeah,
something like that.
yeah, yeah. If so jewelers, and you'd probably have to go to a leather worker for the dragon hide belt.
That's fine. I'm aware that I won't have the money to get all these. That would be a lot.
Yeah,
Oh, could
dragon hide
I?
belt.
Oh no, wait.
Hmm?
I need. Nope. Brain skipping ahead a few steps. Never mind. Ignore me.
Yeah. So let's do this one at a time. So Till, Elven Chain, will run you about 20,000, not 20,000, Jesus Christ, 2,000 gold.
That's fine.
Yeah, and that's yeah, the price range in the DMG is 501 to 5,000, so I'm just going on the smaller scale on that. And Penny, were you gonna get your ring enchanted?
Yes.
Okay. Uh, let's see. The regular ring will probably cost you about 200 GP. Um, and that's
Ooh,
mostly for
sapphires
the
are expensive.
sapphire.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'd say that's mostly for the sapphire.
That's fair.
And then getting it enchanted would cost you another I'm gonna say 500 GP.
Okay, sick.
And Ember,
So
what did you want
700 total.
first?
Let's try the barrier tattoo, specifically the small one. Which is uncommon. Its main thing is that it bumps my base AC to 12 plus, like, my bonuses.
Mm-hmm.
I think, hold on, I think that'll work for with my key features. I have to double check. I'm
Yeah.
fairly certain.
While you're checking, Addie, did you want to get anything too? Or did you want to jump right into talking to Trailer?
I think if we're like all if the college kids are going shopping, I think I would like to get my rapier enchanted. Finally.
Okay.
Just because I don't want to fucking worry about that. Let me look at what I see. Weapon, proficient, magical. Here. Danger. Rapier of Warning would be pretty good. Sorry, I'm just like looking at stuff. Yeah, I might have to come back. Like, I do definitely want to enchant my rapier. I guess let's see. How much money would it be to enchant it to become a +2 rapier?
Let's see.
Because I need to think about that cost versus a few other magic components that I'm going to eventually want to get.
I have such a hard time finding prices for things because I want to get the prices and then scale them the um to the world, so it's not like, super fucking expensive.
Yeah. That's always a tough time with magic items.
Yeah.
I wish it was standardized just across the board.
Same.
Here we go. To get it enchanted, that will cost you about 1,000 gold.
For a +2?
Is that too little?
That's very cheap
For a
plus
rare?
2. Yeah, for a rare item, that's very cheap.
Oh. 4,500.
Huh.
Let me go into ignorance.
Okay,
That's
I
so
turned
dumb.
cheap and was like, bet.
Oh, I'm like, damn, I regret opening my big fat mouth now. What would you say for a +1 rapier, which is uncommon?
2,500. It'd be half the price.
What about a rapier of warning, which is I get alert basically through it.
Damn it. Hit the wrong button. Oh well. Here we go. Thank you, 5e Magic Shop. I love you, 5e Magic Shop. Ooh, wow. Interesting. It'll just cost you like 500.
Dead ass?
That's the price range in the DMG.
I'll get it enchanted for as turn it into a rapier of warning then. Wait, actually, hold on. Okay, no, yeah, I'll do that. I have 2 available slots for attunement.
Yeah, I said 500 because I'm looking in 5e Magic Shop and price range per sane prices is 60,000. And I'm like, y'all don't have that type of money. Yeah, I'm like, hello?
What the fuck?
So, yeah.
That's more money in Sihonavan's fucking treasury at the moment after being at war for 20 fucking years.
Exactly. So I'm not sure what sane prices actually means. So I'm just going with the DMG.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Alright, I will minus 500 gold. Thank you very much, sir. I'm just gonna give that to myself right now because I'm just gonna do that.
Thank you very much.
That.
I started looking at magic items myself since everybody was at time now, since everybody was doing some shopping. The only thing that pops to mind, Ike, if possible, is an amulet of health. That'd be terrific for my character.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah,
rare magic item.
bloodletting thing.
I think I actually had that for a possible Honry magic item on my little magic item list that I made.
Just the things to make.
If it will unload some of the stuff on your list, I will try to purchase it if possible.
Oh yeah, I also had Parapet of Wound Closure.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's fucking terrific.
Oh, come on. Amulet of Healing isn't on there. I know it is. Fuckers.
But yeah, amulet of health, please.
Oh, Amulet of Health. I put Amulet of Healing. Damn it.
Oh yeah, health.
There's potions for that.
Yeah. There we go. Yeah, so that one's gonna cost you about 3,000 GP.
3,000?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Yeah, you guys are basically going into these places. I think everything except the Elven Chain. Because obviously elves have made their own chainmail before. You guys are going into these shops explaining exactly what you need and exactly what you want, and then having them made, and then having to go to either the enchanter that works in the same shop or going to an enchanter across town or something and getting your items enchanted that way.
Mm-hmm. How long would that take? Possibly.
For everything or for your individual items? Actually, I'm not going to do that to myself. A week. Everything's just gonna week and a half. So on Tuesday, day not 257, 237. If you look on the calendar, day 237, everything's gonna be ready for you guys.
Cool.
Okay.
You guys are the champions of Sihonavan. You're getting your shit
Rush
made
order.
pronto. Yeah. Ember, was there
Yeah, so
did you decide
barrier tattoo isn't useful for me, but I would hopefully want to get a dragon hide Dragonhide belt.
Mm-hmm.
There are 3 variants: uncommon, rare, and very rare.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine the very rare is going to be probably too expensive.
Yeah.
How much would a rare variant cost?
It would probably run you 2,500.
Out of curiosity, how much would a very rare cost?
Like 7,000.
Do it.
I could do that. That's actually not a problem. Um, and then the other thing is that I do kind of also really like the idea of getting a magic tattoo for Ember, just because I think that's fucking sick as hell. However,
It spilled water everywhere. Damn it. Hold
oh
on.
no,
Fuck. Hold on. Give me a second.
Steve Snoop.
Lady Sniff Sniff.
I may head to bed. I am actively falling asleep in my chair.
Ooh.
And if we're just doing shopping for like the last 10-15 minutes of the night,
Mm-hmm.
I'm so tired.
Yeah, Addie might like talk to Trailering, but like it's not going to be really important.
Mm-hmm.
You should go to bed.
I'm gonna go to bed.
Go to bed.
I am actively falling asleep at the desk as we talk.
I can come in and say goodnight after.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
Then
back.
I'm heading to bed.
Okay, good night. You sound like you had a long day.
I did. I had our tests and stuff today and a morning of stuff. It was hectic.
Yeah. All right. Good night. Nothing
night.
too important is going to be happening
Yeah,
this
I
session.
figured
For
it's
the
like rest of shopping stuff. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll come
Yeah.
in and say goodnight. Once my magic item stuff is settled.
Yep. I have to get
Good
ready.
night.
But good night, guys.
Good night.
Good
It was
night.
fun.
Good night.
So, are you getting the?
So well, I wanted to follow up with the question of I do like the idea of getting a magic tattoo for Ember because I think that'd be sick as hell.
Mhm.
So there's a third-party book, Tome of Mystical Tattoos, that has more magic tattoos. I can share with you the PDF.
Mhm.
But would it be alright to potentially sift through that and find something?
Yeah. That's fine.
In which case, how much would a rare tattoo cost?
Let's see. Rarity varies.
I mean, I don't know if this helps, but like my tattoo on my forearm, that's like 3 inches tall, 4 inches tall, cost me like $300.
Well, I'm referring to magical tattoos.
I know. Just like size, scale, complexity.
But yeah, a lot of them have different effects. It's less about the real world comparison and more about the magic item aspect of it.
Yeah, the
Plus, I
magic
guess you have
item
to
aspect.
consider how specialized something like magical tattoos are.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Probably
That's
only one
true.
person in the city who does it.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Because since there are tattooers in
Yep.
Sihonavan, obviously, because Maleki and I think Tempest. No, just Maleki. So there's obviously, tattooers out there. I'm trying to figure out the specs on a magical tattoo.
Yeah.
I think that would have to run the higher end because it'd be specialized.
Yeah, of course.
But I think maybe 500, 5,500.
Okay, how much would an uncommon one then be?
It'd be 3,500 for uncommon.
Okay. Hi, Cat. Do what you're gonna do, Cat. Okay.
Yo, Ember with like a full sleeve. Mwah.
The thing is that I'm kind of just short of being able to get an uncommon tattoo and the very rare belt.
Oh.
I'm doing the math.
Mm.
How short are you?
So my total gold right now is 9,874 minus the 7,500 for the belt. I'm at 2,300. About 1,200 short.
Oof.
If you tell Henry about your plight, he does consider you a daughter. Like, here you go.
And he has like,
Yeah.
like he also has fucking. He's like, oh yeah, my adopted daughter wants to get a fucking sick ass tat. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, this would be Ember, like, maybe at some point it's like, yeah, I'm debating, it's like, do I get the Lester version and then also get a tattoo, or do I get the better version of the belt, but then I get a common tattoo?
Oh yeah, definitely. I would go so far as to saying that maybe Henry might know where you can get the tattoo in the city, mainly because getting tattoos is a major part of like
Oh, yeah.
order culture, pretty
Yeah.
much. So that might be a good opportunity. I know somewhere we can go, and I'm gonna front the extra, whatever.
Yeah, you said it was 3,500?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that would leave me, I'm 1,200 short of being able to get an uncommon tattoo and the very rare belt.
Hey Bones, I have an idea. Now this is being thrown around. Obviously, removing your tattoo is somewhat difficult, but what if you covered it up with a magic tattoo?
The thing is, Addie's tattoos are on several places of her
Yeah.
body,
Mm.
her face, and then one.
Sorry to cut in. To answer your question, though, Ike, if Justin, if you are very kindly donating the last 1,200, yes, I will get the very rare belt, and I'll take a minute to cycle through the tattoos to see what I can get.
Yep, no problem.
How much is the whole tattoo, anyways? Again,
3,500 is what?
3,500.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3,500.
Deadass, I think Henry would pay for the whole tattaoo. Not even gonna lie.
Oh,
Are
I
you
have no
sure?
idea.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yes.
I appreciate it.
It's one of those things where, oh God, Henry's so bad at expressing love and things like that. So it's kind of like my love language. You like this thing? Here you go. You said once that you liked oranges. I cut up 10 oranges and put it in a bowl for you.
oh my
And
god!
I'm gonna stand here for a minute when you eat like one or two pieces and then leave without a word. That kind of thing.
That's very sweet. Thank you.
So yeah, just let Henry know as Ember. And
Yeah. This is like
definitely.
like Ember gets a tattoo and looks not the tattoo, gets the belt, orders a belt, looks at the rest of it, and is like,
You better eat it.
It's like, there's I've seen a lot of stuff about like magic tattoos, and like I can't wear armor, and I can't wear armor, otherwise it fucks with my monk shit. And I don't really need a magic weapon because my fists are kind of not because my astral self is as it is. So we can get stuff maybe to like either give me like some other special ability or bump my AC or some kind, and then like maybe see someone with a tattoo and it's like, magic tattoos exist. Where do I get a tattoo? I'm not going to ask Addie because Addie's going through some things right now. Henri it is.
Wait, does Ember have any kind of tattoos at all, or no?
Nope.
All right, so it's an added layer of I get to be there. Henry gets to be there for your first tattoo. So then that's why he's like, obviously, I'm gonna front this, for sure.
Yeah,
That's
it was just
so
like,
cute.
Henry, do you know where I can get a tattoo artist is in here that does magic tattoos?
It's like, oh,
Henry, I thought you'd never ask.
growing up so fast. Follow me into this alleyway.
I'm gonna terrify the shit out of my mom when I find her with the tattoo.
Oh yeah, that's right. It'd be like, yeah, I was around 100. Comes rolls up with a whole sleeve. Oh my god, why did I let you around my child? Why is it glowing?
Hi, Mom.
Why is it Cult of the Touch?
Yeah, but you guys are able to get your tattoos and your magic items and everything like that. Before I don't do you guys want to stop now? Bones, I
That's
know you said 11:30 was
if we've got all our magic items worked out, probably it's a good opportunity.
I think
yeah,
so,
it's a good
yeah.
stopping
Yeah.
point. And I don't want to do too much stuff without Parm here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm making Hero Forge to show sort of where all of Eddie's tattoos are. In her
Yeah, that's going to be a
in
lot of
her
tattoos to get rid of.
in her
Good luck.
comfy sleep clothes.
There's a tattoo here that's a Spider-Man reference.
Okay.
It's called the Amazing Tattoo. As an action, you speak the tattoo's command word to cause it to expand upward along your body to cover all your limbs. For the next hour, whenever you walk across vertical surfaces or upside down along ceilings, you can do so on all fours to ignore difficult terrain.
Oh my god, that's
That's a
so
Spider-Man
goofy.
reference.
Also, that's terrifying with Ember.
Oh yeah.
Have her see her at 3 a.m. scuttling around on the ceiling. Hey, stop screaming, it's me. Hey.
So
I
wait,
found something
Bones,
up ahead.
what were you saying about removing the tattoos again? I know you said multiple parts of the body and stuff, and
Oh yeah, I put a Hero Forge
no, but about the idea about covering it up, possibly.
I think probably like the arms and the legs, like the ankles would be the easiest. It would be the face that
Mhm,
would be the hardest.
definitely.
Unless there was like a magical way and maybe I don't know. Just like because Addie also has to think about sort of the social ramifications if she
Mhm.
runs across any followers of Maleki.
I know,
Um,
definitely.
it's like, where the fuck are your tattoos? Because she, one of the things that, and I'll probably just save this for next session, honestly, Ike, since it is getting late. Addie wants to find Perrin. I think that's his name.
That is absolutely his name.
Oh, thank God I remembered. I'm actually kind of shocked that I did. And sit him down and basically be like, hey, so I went to the Beastlands and Maleki is alive, but I am giving you the option to learn what I have learned. Whether or not you decide you want to hear what I have to say or tell me to fuck off, cool. But at the end of this conversation, if you decide to remain a devotee of Maleki, I can no longer be your friend and I can no longer associate with you. Addie is fully cutting out her faith in Maleki from her life, unless if Maleki ever wakes up, can show that show Addie that she has the capacity to change, which Addie doubts, because she's been alive for 1,000 years and not once has anyone seemed to have said anything of, hey, wow, this is really fucked up and wrong. She doubts Maleki is capable of change, so is going to start taking the steps to no longer be associated with Maleki. And a part of that is going to be going to Perrin first and being like, hey, this is what I learned, this is what I found. This is what will happen in time. Maleki will hopefully wake up and return. Hopefully, maybe. Probably wouldn't use the word hopefully, but perhaps with time, wake up and, return. If you I'm not asking you to renounce your faith. I'm not telling you to renounce your faith. I, however, in good consciousness, can no longer follow Maleki. It is going to be very logical when talking to Perrin, because she now feels that she has a duty, or a moral obligation of telling those who are left, or at least one person that she cares about
Mm-hmm.
in some capacity of, yeah, Leki's a murdering scumbag.
Oh yeah,
And
fuck people in the back.
that's fucked. So I'm done. I'm out.
What do you
This
think
was
about?
not my intention for Addie to have a crisis of faith. I'm
I
sorry.
love it.
No, I think it's very interesting.
Definitely.
Because, she's, in my mind, and this is sort of how I am playing Addie, in my mind, divinity, be they a singular god or multiple gods, they uphold aspects of nature and reality and time and certain constants that are observed. And because in the setting there are multiple gods, and the gods follow these unchanging aspects, the sun, the moon, stars, magic. There is a large amount of rigidity that the gods must adhere to. So if Maleki came into her godhood of being a trophy hunter, and has been a trophy hunter for the past 1,000 years, Addie doesn't think that her nature will change. Because she is an aspect of nature, if that makes sense.
No, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
What if Addie's not able to find like a way that she likes for taking care of her tattoos, what do you think about the idea of like Addie creating the spell?
Should I stop the
That
recording?
Oh, the recording was
Yeah.
this long?
Yeah.
Oops.
Yeah.
Officially announced we were ending the session.
I wasn't clear entirely if this was an
Really
Yeah, we're
quick,
done.
Okay, cool.
Oh.
Go
you guys